You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, it's been a long time since we have had crying-ass LeBron James on a video. There he is, down in the corner of the screen. He's crying profusely. And why is he crying? The NBA ratings are still absolutely and complete dog shit. They're terrible. The NBA has not recovered. Regardless of what the media wants to tell you out there, the NBA is still dog shit. And something that we predicted on this very network of channels, Black and White Sports, the original channel, this channel, something that we predicted when we first started, I'm talking 6 weeks out of the gate, was that eventually AEW and the WWE would overtake the NBA. We saw it coming. We knew it was happening. At times, they would beat them, but it has become flat a trend, a norm. It's trending even higher. Okay? Oh, but the NBA final ratings, there were two what you would call good playoff ratings last year. Two games, the play-in game and one final game. And even at that, in comparison to NBA final ratings 3 or 4 years earlier, that rating was trash. That supposed celebrated rating was still shit. Well, now it has happened. And I have Stone Cold Steve Austin down below in the other corner as we're celebrating the fact that Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming back to WrestleMania this year. We're hearing Vince McMahon is coming back. He may wrestle. And it's 1998 all over again. Man, we could only wish, couldn't we? Let's get to this. This is from Bobby Burak and Outkick. Wrestling TV products surging in value. Oh, but the NBA's all in here. They say in the television industry that politics and live sports are the only two entities saving linear television from utter irrelevancy. News talk and the NFL are two types of programming American viewers still choose to watch live, not on demand via one of the many streaming services. But football is not the only athletic competition people still like to watch in real time. If you survey daily viewership charts, you'll find professional wrestling is topping the charts. This week, news talk is surging with the interest of the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. And as we are squarely in the throes of March, there have been wall-to-wall basketball coverage between the college conference tournaments and the NBA. And still, wrestling is winning the week. On Monday, the top 3 rated shows on cable determined by the 18 to 49 demographic, so coveted by advertisers, were each a different hour of WWE Raw on NBC's Universal USA Network. Raw, which averaged 1.7 million viewers, was the only program on Monday to draw over a .40 television rating. Wednesday, AEW Dynamite on TNT won the night by outdrawing cable news and a highly promoted Suns and Heat basketball game with a .40. AEW, an alternative to WWE, has not even been around for 3 years, yet on Wednesday, people still found its storylines more interesting than the NBA's. Friday Night Smackdown now airs on broadcast network Fox and draws well over 2 million viewers a week. This past Friday, SmackDown drew 2.3 million in viewers, a .59. For reference, the NBA on ABC, ESPN, and TNT averaged 1.32 million viewers last year. There are more people watching wrestling than nationally televised NBA games. Given its reach and its demo ratings, few shows on television are as valuable as wrestling is. So your nephew is on to something with a nerdy obsession of John Cena. He's picking the wrong wrestler. What's most impressive about wrestling viewers is how well they travel across networks. USA Network's coverage of the 2022 Olympics, which garnered horrible ratings, preempted Raw to Sci-Fi, but the people still followed. Do you have Sci-Fi on your cable package? You probably do, but you have never visited it. Actually, I used to watch Sci-Fi a lot, Bobby. You have to go out of your way to find Sci-Fi, and yet wrestling fans did last month. Raw averaged 1.6 million viewers and drew a .44 in the 18 to 49 on Sci-Fi. That won the night on cable. Over the years, Raw has bounced from USA to TNN to Spike and back to USA again. And it hasn't mattered. Its viewers have always followed. At a time when linear networks are scrambling to hang on, professional wrestling comes with expanded value. So expect both WWE and AEW to see increased deals during their next rights negotiations. Historically, networks have underpaid for wrestling. That's no longer the case. WWE's deal with the USA Network increased from $150 million annually to $265 million in 2018, and the deal with Fox is over $1 billion. Because of its novelty, AEW's deal with Warner Media comes in at $45 million a year, with the option for Warner Media to re-sign AEW in 2024 at a higher price. Given that AEW has so quickly passed expectations, that number will catapult in 2025. Moreover, TV networks can use professional wrestling as a gateway between linear and streaming. Media companies have two objectives right now: withstand the decline in traditional television viewing and bolster a complementary streaming service. While some live sports don't translate well to subscription-based streaming services, wrestling content is tailor-made for hybrid models. In 2021, the WWE agreed to fold the company-run WWE Network to provide its USA pay-per-views and library exclusively to NBC Universal's Peacock in a deal worth $1 billion. NBC Universal is now simultaneously capitalizing on WWE's reach on USA Network while using Raw to promote and bolster its streaming services. And now nearly all of WWE's network's former 1.1 million subscribers have converted to Peacock. Wow, everybody went straight over to Peacock. More than 3 million Peacock subscribers have watched WWE content since March 2021. Most notably, more than half of those 3 million subscribers say they signed up for Peacock because of the WWE. WWE has been far more beneficial to Peacock than NHL or MLB have been to ESPN+. Industry sources expect AEW to capitalize on streaming next. Dollars to donuts, I bet the UFC has brought the most eyes to ESPN+. That's my guess. Not NHL, not MLB. Most likely, its broadcast partner, Warner Media, will convert AEW content along with the Ring of Honor library into HBO Max. Max could use wrestling to offset some of its content failures. So-called wrestling fans, goofy, lame, and immature. They don't mind, nor do their TV partners. The wrestling business is now more lucrative and one of the few products that still consistently draw. So, that tells you something right there. The NBA, NHL, MLB have all made political decisions involving their product, while wrestling just chose to be wrestling, like it's always been. And because of that, and I can tell you this for a fact, from watching the ratings, I still keep an eye on them. I don't make ratings videos as much as I used to. I might bring them back on this channel. But wrestling consistently destroys the NHL, MLB, and NBA. It's officially a thing. It's a wrap versus those three sports. And I can tell you, when the USFL shows up and the XFL shows up, they will destroy NHL, MLB, and NBA ratings too. The XFL, for everybody talking about, oh, it failed. Well, it only failed because of COVID, because the ratings were good and they were going to get a second season until the pandemic hit. There's a reason why it's being brought back next year. Football's a thing. Wrestling is a thing. UFC is a thing. And I can almost guarantee you the only reason ESPN Plus can make it is because of UFC and Dana White, and I wish Dana White would rip his damn product out of ESPN's hands. Crying ass LeBron James, nobody's watching you, dude. Nobody's watching you. Look, the NBA used to be solidly the number 2 sport in ratings, and they have absolutely taken a flamethrower to the National Basketball Association with all of their politics. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 fans and Black and White Sports fans. Make sure you subscribe. I think ratings videos are coming back. They're fun. I miss them. And, man, they always got a shit ton of views, too. You guys love those fucking wrestling videos. Peace. I'm out.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.